Welcome back to Switch Top, your #1 source for everything Nintendo Switch. Today we're diving into something special, the absolute top 20 best Nintendo Switch games of all time. These aren't just good games, they're the cream of the crop, the must-plays, the games that make the Switch an absolutely legendary console. Before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe if you love Nintendo content. And let me know in the comments what games you think deserve a spot on this list. Now, let's get started. Let's kick things off with one of the most unique action games ever made. Developed by Platinum Games, Astral Chain drops you into a cyberpunk world where you're not just fighting enemies, you're controlling a living weapon called a legion at the same time. Think of it like puppeteering a superpowered partner while doing your own martial arts. The game's combat system feels overwhelming at first, but once it clicks, you'll be pulling off some of the most satisfying combos in gaming. Sometimes the simplest games pack the biggest punch. Love 3 is a precision platformer that proves you don't need flashy graphics to create an unforgettable experience. The black and white art style might look minimal, but the gameplay is anything but. What makes Love 3 special is its unique checkpoint system. You get to place your own save points, adding a layer of strategy to the challenging platforming. With over 150 handcrafted levels, tight controls that feel pixel perfect, and a difficulty curve that's challenging but never unfair, Love 3 is the hidden gem that platforming fans need to check out. Talk about value. This package gives you two incredible Mario games in one. First up is Super Mario 3D World, originally a Wii U gem that's been polished to perfection on Switch. The level design here is pure Nintendo magic, with each stage introducing new ideas that build on each other beautifully. The cat suit power-up is adorable and game-changing, and the 4-player co-op is chaotic fun at its finest. But the real surprise is Bowser's Fury, an entirely new open-world Mario adventure that feels like a glimpse into the future of the series. The Pikmin series has always been special, but Pikmin 4 takes everything we love and makes it even better. The addition of your space dog companion Ochi is a game changer, making the game more accessible while adding new strategic options. The new night expeditions add an extra layer of challenge and reward, and the various Pikmin types are more useful than ever. What really makes Pikmin 4 shine is how it balances its cute exterior with surprisingly deep gameplay. Managing your tiny plant army, solving environmental puzzles, and taking down massive creatures requires real strategy. Fire Emblem. Three Houses isn't just a tactical RPG, it's also part school simulator, part visual novel, and completely addictive. As a professor at the Officers Academy, you'll choose one of 3 houses to lead, each with its own unique characters and story path. The relationships you build with your students matter both in and out of combat, as teaching them new skills directly affects their battlefield performance. The tactical combat is deep and rewarding, with multiple classes to master and strategies to employ.
So close. Hold a grudge if you must.
Nintendo's freshest franchise just keeps getting better. Splatoon 3 takes the series' unique ink-based gameplay and polishes it to perfection. The core concept is still brilliant. Cover the ground with your team's ink color while splatting opponents, but new weapons and special abilities add even more strategic depth. The new movement options make traversal smoother than ever, and the improved matchmaking means you'll spend more time playing and less time waiting. This is the Pokemon game we've been dreaming about since we were kids. Set in the ancient Hisui region before it was known as Sinnoh, Legends. Arceus completely revolutionizes how we interact with Pokemon. Gone are the random encounters. Now you can see every Pokemon in the wild, sneak through tall grass to catch them unawares, or face them head-on in real-time battles. The focus on research and exploration makes the world feel more alive than any previous Pokemon game. Each area is packed with secrets to discover, and completing Pokédex entries actually means studying Pokemon behavior, not just catching them once. The HD 2D art style might catch your eye first, but it's the deep gameplay and interweaving stories that will keep you playing these masterpiece RPGs. Both games feature 8 different characters with unique stories and abilities, and you can tackle their adventures in any order you choose. The combat system is one of the best turn-based systems ever created, combining elemental weaknesses, boost points, and character-specific mechanics in endlessly satisfying ways.
I'm sorry.
What's our plan of—
Some games are timeless, and Metroid Prime proves it with this incredible remaster. The atmosphere of Talon 4 is just as captivating today as it was 20 years ago, now enhanced with modern graphics and controls. The way the game seamlessly blends first-person shooting with exploration and puzzle solving remains unmatched. What makes Prime special is how it tells its story through the environment. Every scan reveals more about the world's history and ecology, rewarding curious players with deep lore. The modernized control options make the gameplay feel fresh, whether you prefer motion controls or traditional stick aiming. This is how you do a remaster right. Who knew being scared could be this much fun? Luigi's latest ghost hunting adventure takes place in a haunted hotel, where every floor has its own theme. From a medieval castle to a movie studio, the attention to detail is incredible. Luigi visibly shakes when he's scared, and you can interact with almost everything in the environment. The addition of Gooigi, Luigi's gooey clone, adds clever puzzle-solving possibilities and makes co-op play a blast. Each boss ghost has a unique personality and requires different strategies to capture.
Oh! Ah!
Infinite Mario levels at your fingertips. Super Mario Maker 2 gives you all the tools to create the Mario levels of your dreams, or nightmares. The course creation tools are incredibly intuitive, letting anyone jump in and start building, but the real depth comes from the community, which has created everything from traditional Mario levels to Rube Goldberg machines to music levels. More than just a game, New Horizons became a cultural phenomenon that brought people together when we needed it most. Building your island paradise from scratch is incredibly satisfying, and the amount of customization available is staggering. From terraforming your island to designing your own clothing patterns, you can create exactly the world you want. The game runs in real time, with different events and creatures appearing throughout the year. Regular updates have added tons of new features, furniture, and activities, making the game feel fresh even years after release. Three massive adventures that push the Switch to its absolute limits. Each Xenoblade game offers hundreds of hours of content, with sprawling worlds to explore, complex combat systems to master, and epic stories that span multiple dimensions. The environments are absolutely breathtaking. You might find yourself just standing still to take in the view. All three games feature incredible music, memorable characters, and enough content to keep you busy for months.
I'm feeling it.
Platinum Games outdid themselves with Bayonetta 3, creating the most over-the-top action game on Switch. The combat is faster and more fluid than ever, and the addition of demon summons adds a whole new layer of strategy. 1 minute you're fighting with traditional combos, the next you're controlling a massive kaiju in a city-destroying battle. The multiverse-hopping story lets the developers go wild with different settings and scenarios. Each chapter tries to top the last with increasingly spectacular set pieces. The alternate playable character Viola adds variety with her unique playstyle.
Do it. Now's your chance. Do it. Need to replenish.
The tactical RPG that came out of nowhere to steal our hearts. Unicorn Overlord combines deep strategy gameplay with army management and a branching narrative that changes based on your choices. The combat system is incredibly deep, letting you create formations of up to 5 units that work together in unique ways. What sets it apart is how it handles its massive cast of characters. Each recruit has their own personality and storyline, and the way you use them in battle affects their growth. The world map offers freedom of movement between battles, with side quests and optional encounters that flesh out the story. If you love games like Fire Emblem or Suikoden, this is an absolute must-play.
I have you!
It's up to you. I shall protect you. Does this suit you?
They really meant it when they said everyone is here. Ultimate brings together every fighter from past Smash games, plus tons of newcomers, creating the biggest crossover in gaming history. The roster of over 80 characters means there's a fighter for every playstyle, and each one feels unique and true to their original games. It's impossible to separate these two masterpieces, as they work together to create the most impressive open-world experience in gaming. Breath of the Wild rewrote the rules of what open-world games could be, with its physics-based gameplay and complete freedom of exploration. Every system interacts in logical ways, creating endless possibilities for solving problems. Tears of the Kingdom took that foundation and added incredible new abilities that multiply the possibilities exponentially. The Ultra Hand ability lets you build anything you can imagine, while Fuse creates unique weapons with different properties. Exploring the depths and skies of Hyrule reveals countless secrets and surprises. Together, these games represent over 200 hours of pure adventure and discovery. pure joy in video game form. Odyssey takes Mario's platforming excellence and adds the game-changing capture mechanic, letting you possess enemies and objects to use their abilities. Each kingdom is packed with power moons to collect, but how you get them is often up to your creativity and skill. The level design is absolutely brilliant, introducing new ideas at a perfect pace while hiding secrets in every corner. The new Donk City Festival is one of gaming's greatest moments, and the post-game content provides challenges that will test even the most skilled players. The best-selling Switch game just keeps getting better. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe takes the already excellent Wii U version and perfects it, with all DLC included plus battle mode improvements. The core racing feels incredible, drifting is precise, items are well balanced, and the tracks are beautifully designed. The anti-gravity sections add a new dimension to racing, letting you drive on walls and ceilings. With the Booster Course Pass adding 48 new tracks, we're looking at nearly 100 courses to master. The greatest JRPG of all time is even better on Switch. Persona 5 Royal puts you in the shoes of a high school student by day and Phantom Thief by night as you and your friends fight corruption by stealing the twisted desires from adults' hearts. The turn-based combat system is incredibly deep, combining elemental weaknesses, status effects, and the ability to collect and fuse personas.
No threat. Get him, Joker.
Ravage them!
Everyone else, head to position.
Come.
Use Route B.
And there you have it, the 20 best Nintendo Switch games you can play right now. From epic JRPGs to innovative platformers, the Switch's library has something for everyone. What did you think of our rankings? Did your favorite make the list? Let me know in the comments below what games you think deserve a spot, and share your favorite moments from any of these amazing titles.